The views and opinions expressed on the following program are not necessarily those of the staff and management of Salem Media of Hawaii.
Welcome to Generations Radio, where the focus is on our seniors and their families. We are here each Saturday afternoon from 5 until 6 p.m., bringing you resourceful information with our radio team of professionals in the field of aging. Stay with us for the next 1 hour as we explore different ways to make life more exciting and meaningful for our extraordinary seniors. Right here on AM 690 The Answer. And now, here is our host and the publisher of Generations Magazine, Percy Ihara.
And good afternoon. Welcome back to Generations Radio. I am Percy Ihara, your host. And so thank you for joining us. And thanks to all you baby boomers that call and email me every week, thanking me for the show, but also looking for resources. So keep tuning in. As you know, you can go to our YouTube channel at Generations Magazine. You might want to subscribe. If you can find out how to do that, look for the subscribe button. That way, whenever you have a new posting of a show, you'll get an email telling you what a show is, and you can listen to it. So I know a lot of you will be looking for resources for your parents. If you're a senior yourself, these are very important specifically to you, and you can go back and play it on your own computer. You can actually go to your phone as well, your smartphone, and to download the YouTube channel app. We're also on Facebook, so like our Facebook page, Generations Magazine. And I'm actually on LinkedIn for business, but through Generations Magazine. So thank you very much. And before we get started, I did want to mention every Saturday morning, as you guys know, KITV does an Aging Well segment at between 6:45 and 7 o'clock in the morning, every Saturday morning. They also post those on their KITV.com website if you want to go look back to the past, to just search Aging Well. So thank you to Joe McNamara, the general manager, Colleen Ching, the sales manager, and also to Morning Nabarro, the young, great newscaster there, up-and-coming newscaster for KITV News. So thank you very much to all of you guys. But anyway, we have a great show today. I met this guy probably when he was in his young, early 20s, I think. And now he's the ripe age of 28, not to mention your age, but from Plaza Assisted Living, Mr. Colby Takeda. So welcome to the show, Colby.
Thanks so much, Percy. Glad to be here.
Yeah, so you've been at the Plaza. You opened the Plaza Assisted Living in Waikiki, and that's where you're located at, right?
Right, and I started at the Plaza at Mililani, first as activity director, and then I helped open the Plaza at Pearl City in 2014.
Oh, you did?
Then I moved over to the Plaza Waikiki in 2015 when we opened.
Wow, so you have a extensive background, and for such a young age to be involved. But for our audience, you're at 28. You know, if I walked into I've been to your facility, and if, let's say I'm 70 years old, looking for my mom who's 95 years old, and I walk in the facility and I meet you, and I'm looking like, what is a young boy doing here at a assisted retirement facility? What got you involved in this marketplace?
You know, it was kind of by accident. When I was a high school senior and junior, I actually started volunteering at the Kuakini Therapeutic Recreation Team. Every Sunday, I'd go down there and meet with the residents and wheel them around. We'd play Scrabble together, do bingo, do cooking demonstrations, and had a lot of fun with them. After college, I studied public health a little bit, and I got into some organizations and was able to bring some fresh eyes to the organization from community development, public health, and increasing wellness in the residents.
But, I mean, did you have a passion to work with seniors, or you just happened to, okay, Colby, go to the Kuakini and work on this program in high school?
You know, it was also, again, by accident. Some friends were doing a volunteer work there. I was interested and wanted to help out. And, you know, I really fell in love with these residents. I really enjoyed their stories, their experiences. They showed me pictures of their lives' journeys around the world, and I really took tune to them. Yeah.
It's like working with your grandparents every day. I mean, that's my experience in my field as well, working with great people. And the stories are so cute, and I love the stories. And you really learn a lot about Hawaii when you hear some of these stories. So I congratulate you. In fact, you won an award recently. Tell us about that. You said you went all the way to Tennessee.
Yeah, I just came back from the Argentum conference, and Argentum is the biggest senior living organization for all the senior living companies across the nation. And I got a 40 under 40 award for the senior living leaders. So,
wow, like I said, they should be under 30 because you're only 28. You won under 40, so it's amazing. It's amazing. Then you also won a local award with Pacific Business News.
Right, I was recognized as one of the Pacific Business News 40 under 40 leaders as well. So I'm really excited about that.
I better call up their editor over there at PBN, tell them they need a 30 under 30. But great work. And like I said, I've known you since you got out of college and you're working at the Plaza. And tell us a little bit about the Plaza in Hawaii.
Sure. So we're locally owned and operated organization here. We provide senior living options, everything from independent living, assisted living, memory care, as well as respite care. We have 5 locations here, all spread out across Oahu. Our first one opened at the Plaza at Punch Bowl in 2004. Then we built one in Mililani in 2008, Moanalua in 2012, our Pearl City location in 2014, and of course the one I'm at right now is the Plaza at Waikiki. 2015 we opened.
Yeah, and tell us about the Waikiki. I mean, the venue over there is right across the convention center. You backside of the Alawai Canal. You must have great views and great breezes as well.
Oh yeah, the residents love the location. I mean, it's centrally located in between Waikiki and near Chinatown, near downtown district. We have great views of Manoa Valley. We have Waikiki, the Alawai, looking out to Diamond Head as well as the ocean. It really is a convenient location for everyone.
Now here you have, we're hopefully we're going to be able to plan an event over at your facility later on, but your marketing person, Leah, mentioned that you have a back deck or place where we can probably have a venue, an event.
Yep, we have the Toku Terrace. Our residents love going out there because we have nice outdoor furniture. We have some raised gardens. We even have a barbecue and some tiki torches to have some nice evening events. Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
Wow. So yeah, the Plaza Waikiki. I mean, is every plaza different? Do they have different activities, things like that? I know you were special. You were brought on, and first I heard about when you did the photography, and in their book we're going to talk about a little bit later on, right?
Yeah. So every plaza has their own little culture, and it really depends on what kind of residents are part of that group. People in Mililani might not like to go to Chinatown as much, so they might do different activities, and they love, their Japanese dishes, so they might have cooking classes there. Versus people in Waikiki, they love to go to art museums, they love going to Bishop Museum.
Townies, huh?
Exactly, different culture at every facility.
That's interesting. I never thought about that, but you're probably right. If I was a live out Pro City Mililani, I wouldn't want to come into the traffic of Waikiki.
Right.
Now I know one of them has a garden. Which one is that one?
A few of our plazas have actually outdoor gardens. The Plaza
Really?
Pearl City actually has an outdoor garden. They have raised planters for all the residents to build their own gardens, they
Really?
grow their vegetables, and they actually donated some of the vegetables to the food bank as well. So it's really great.
Wow. And so Plaza Waikiki. Now, also one thing I was talking about Mike Buck on his radio show is that one thing I loved about the assisted living and retirement facility is that you guys almost all of you have a free transportation, right?
Yep, we have vans at all of our locations. They provide everything from rides to Long's Drugs, Don Quixote, Ala Moana. We also provide transportation to medical appointments as well. So they're doctors,
Right, I heard
dentists.
that.
Yeah, they really benefit from that because you don't have to worry about, families really don't have to worry about are their family members getting to the doctors on time? Are they getting back on time? And if we need to provide escorts, we can as well.
Really? So that's one of my pet peeves. I was telling you, Mike. The traffic seems to be getting worse, and like I said, I still hold a reservation on my opinion about the rail because I think we do need something. And whether the rail works or not, we'll see. I just don't want to bash them now until we see how it works. So I think it might be kind of cool to do, and if you're going to the west side or coming in town on the rail. So we'll see about that, but. Transportation, yeah, it's a great thing. I was at the Plaza Punch Bowl one day, and I noticed that you guys have a sheet of paper on your front desk of different places they go every day.
Yeah, every day we provide some kind of transportation. They might go on an excursion. They might go to a park to have lunch. They might go to the aquarium and go walk around there for the rest of the day, or even visit a restaurant. They like to go to different restaurants and try the food for lunch or dinner, and really, that's called a Cow Club. Cow Club, yeah.
Well, I speak around town quite a bit, and I was telling people that one of my things to do before I get too old or before I need help, my goal is actually to move into a facility because I don't want to mow the lawn, not like I do now, but I don't want to have to rake the leaves or worry about things like that. I don't want to have to worry about driving. My wife's a very good cook, but it doesn't hurt to have somebody cook for you every day, 3 meals a day. And that's what every facility do you folks include a meal, or how does that work? Some have 3 meals a day, some have coupons, things like that. How does that work?
All of our rentals come with 3 meals daily. It comes with weekly housekeeping, so you don't have to worry about changing your sheets, your linens, as well as your towels. We do that for you. We also provide transportation, like we mentioned, the activities all day long, everything from exercise to going on excursions to doing crafts and intergenerational activities with local schools. We also provide utilities. So We had your laundry at some facilities. We can provide complimentary facility services for you. And the nursing staff is also available 24 hours a day. So even if you don't need the care services yet, you can still get emergency help from a nurse if you need it any time of the day.
And do all the facilities, all the rooms have like a lifeline or emergency component?
Correct. They all have emergency pull cord systems, emergency call systems. So our communication can go either between our nurses and our residents or residents to our nursing station.
Oh, and it's interesting. Now you guys have every property has their own chef too, right? Well, so tell me some of the items on the menu that I might like.
Oh,
or
man.
my grandma might like.
Right. Oyaka donburi, one of our favorites. Taco salad is also a big favorite. The chicken heka. You know, they like to try new dishes as well. So actually, we have some residents that actually contribute recipes, and the chefs try it out. So it really is a fun thing just to go and visit a plaza and see what kind of food they have, how their menu might change from week to week or month to month, and how they might differ from other plazas as well.
So are they made to order, or is that a buffet type of service?
Yeah, all of our servers, all of our restaurants, all of our dining rooms are served with servers. So the food is cooked directly in our kitchen, served fresh daily. Some of them even provide all fresh vegetables. So it's really great to have that freshness right from the kitchen. They serve your coffee, bring your drinks. And if you have any complaints or any concerns about your food and want it redone, we can do it immediately for you.
You know, one thing I found, and maybe, do you have one of these? I saw a coffee station with espresso and cappuccino.
The bistro.
Is that included too?
The bistro is a favorite for all of our plazas. Families come, residents bring their guests, and they bring their friends to have a nice cup of coffee in the morning or read the paper
And
together.
that's all free, right?
It's all free, yeah. And it's especially
Free for the guests too, right?
Yeah, it's especially very important in the evening time when our residents need something to drink on and get their hot chocolate in the evening before they go to bed. So they have a lot of fun with that.
I know. I was at meetings over there, and I saw that. Like, wow, that's kind of cool. Because I'm a coffee drinker. I don't drink a lot of coffee, but I try to drink 1 cup, maybe 2 a day, but only 1 cup a day. But I love that little coffee bar. Paco, you gotta try that if you like. It's a cappuccino, but cappuccino is a little fattening. But you know, your menu is so good. I've eaten there several times. But do people gain weight over there?
They do, and some families love that. They love when their families come back and they see them gaining weight, especially if they came from an environment when they weren't cooking by themselves. They're eating frozen food all the time or not eating at all in their home environment because they weren't able to cook on their own.
Yeah, that's one thing I think. I was just talking to somebody earlier. His wife passed away, and we're talking about facilities, and he doesn't really like to cook. So this might be a perfect venue for him. But anyway, now I want to talk about and that's one thing interesting to me about you, Colby, is that you do a lot of outreach, do a lot of partnerships, and let's talk about one of the items. First, I want to talk about how you guys support the Hawaii Alzheimer's disease and their initiative.
Right. So I'm not sure if everyone knows about it, but the Alzheimer's disease initiative right now is hosting a bunch of caregiver workshops. It's a series of workshops hosted with Dorothy Colby. Everything from what's normal and not normal aging, what are some of the differences in dementia and Alzheimer's, and how can it affect the family, and also some of the behaviors that could come with it. So we're actually hosting on the west side at the Plaza at Pearl City a series of workshops, and they can be reached online at the UA's Center on Aging website as well as the Plaza website.
So it's probably easy to go to the Plaza website, Plaza Assisted Living website. Just Google them, and on their website, where about on your website is it on the calendar or is it
the news section? Yeah,
news section.
Yeah,
okay.
You can get a link to look at all the workshops and sign up for them as well.
Yeah. Actually, we got Dorothy on KITV Aging Well a couple weeks ago to talk about that. Because one of the things I find, just about, I would say 3 to 4 days a week, I talk to somebody about their parent that has Alzheimer's or dementia-related diseases, and it's huge, growing problem. It's just the fact that after the age of 85, I hear it's nearly 50% chance you're going to get some form of Alzheimer's or dementia-related diseases. And the reason why I get the call is because their family member, the children, or actually I have personal friends. I can probably tell you I've got about 7 personal friends that parents have Alzheimer's or dementia. So they'll call me up, and so I refer them to the magazine. I'll refer them to your Plaza Assisted Living website because most of these are baby boomers. They're pretty good with their phone or going online, but it's really important. One of the first things I do is I try to tell them you need to educate yourself.
Exactly.
Right? Mm-hmm. Because then they need to understand what they're going to be looking forward to. And how to support themselves and their siblings, but also how the parent. Because it's really hard, I found, it's really hard for people to understand how to support their parent unless they know the disease itself. Yeah, they need to know what's going to happen. And I always tell them, you got to plan for the worst case scenario. Because I have neighbors that have had Alzheimer's 10 years. And I was talking to one recently is that Mom's still, brain's not all there, but she's still pretty healthy. And this lady's been bedbound for, I guess, about 5 years. And I would guesstimate, not seeing her very often now, but I would guesstimate another 3 to 4 years. And that's really hard on a family, emotionally, physically, financially too. But so, do you have an idea? Can we go over some of the topics again that the workshop's going to be?
Sure. One of the workshops is dining with dementia. We hear a lot of times.
Dining with dementia.
Yeah. What does that mean for a resident with dementia, and how does that help? Family can help the resident and that senior with maybe struggling eating or cutting their food, and how can we make the food more biteable? It's smaller in bites.
Because actually, one thing I found recently is that one of the things with dementia, Alzheimer's, is that their memory will get to the point where they don't know they figure out how to chew.
Right. Correct. Yeah, exactly. Another big topic is, isolation is really one of the biggest factors that can really bring a resident down or a senior down. So how can you interact with someone with dementia? How do you go around their unfortunate confusions? They might forget things here and there, but we have to really understand that that's part of the aging process. It could be part of the dementia, and how to not get frustrated from that, because that could really lead to more things.
Oh, I mean. First time I've been to the Alzheimer's Association, actually one of their family support group meetings, the first 20 minutes is just griping, complaining, getting pissed off, angered. And after a while, they realize that there's different ways to solve these issues once they really realize what their parents are going through. Because their parents are not doing things intentionally when it comes to that disease, where they outbursts and things like that. But it's really important. So what's another good topic there?
Another good topic is, really understanding that everyone's different. Everyone with dementia and Alzheimer's has different patterns. They might get angry at different reasons, and really we have to understand that those are unique to them, and we have to find out what their jewels are, those gems, and see how we can support those gems with different changes in the behavior, and as well as serving them hot tea before they go to sleep, or soothing them down in different ways.
Now, these are going to be at all the Plaza Assisted Living. You said on the west side, so Mililani and Pro City?
Right. Anyone on that side of the island can go to the Plaza at Pro City location, but they're also having workshops at Kahalanui on the east side.
Okay. And so what are the normal times of these workshops, and what days are they?
They're all on Saturdays, most times in the afternoon, I think 3 to 5, but also some in the morning, 9 to 11:30.
Okay. So they can just go on their website. We'll give Colby's number out a little bit later on, but that's a great thing, and I know Dorothy does a great job. In fact, we're probably looking at having to write an article for the magazine. We got to actually have her on the radio show.
Yeah, she's really great.
Can I ask, when did they start and when did they end? What
they already started actually in the month of April, but there's still 4 sessions left in June, July, and August, and September.
Oh, really? Okay. So guys, so in June, when's the next date?
The next date will be June 9th at 3:30 to 5:30 at the Plaza Pro
next
City.
Saturday, I think.
Correct. Yeah.
Okay, good. So let's talk about the other thing that I've got a copy right in my hands here. Now, you helped write a children's book a few years ago, right?
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. It was a partnership with the Iolani School 1 Mile Project class, which I know you know about.
I know. I've been there, and we did a story because I can't remember the girl's name now. Who was the girl that she won an award, actually?
Yes, for the messaging on aging, the note cards. Yeah, so this class is really unique. It really takes students and introduces them to different issues on aging. Introduces them by meeting with seniors themselves. So they're visiting the Project Donna residents in their homes, coming to the plaza, and really understanding what their problems are and trying to develop solutions for those. And so these 2 students we work with at Iolani School, Elia Takushi and Carly Tan, recognized that there was really a divide or a distance between young children and their grandparents. How can we bring them together? How can we make them more sensitive to the different challenges of aging and really form these intergenerational relationships, and thought that a book might be a great way.
And that book is called It's Just Aging, a story about growing up. It's a cute book. I mean, and your graphics are really good. So Carly Tan, yourself, and where can you get this book at?
So the book is also available online, but also in the Plaza location. So if you visit any of our plazas, it's on sale there. It was sold in Barnes & Noble, but I think it was such a hot item that it sold out immediately.
Do they have any more reprints? Are they going to get any more books?
I think so. I got to look into that. But, the Plaza definitely has them, and online as well on Amazon.
Yeah. Well, Iolani School, I had met them, a couple of years ago. And when they first brought this project out, and they serve, can you explain, the 1 Mile Project is about the community within a mile of Iolani School, right?
Exactly. And they decided to focus just on aging. It's such a hot topic in the residents and the seniors where they're working with were such nice people, and the students really enjoyed working with them. So they decided to focus just on aging, and so they continue to visit McCully. They go to Manoa Cottages in McCully. They go visit Project Dana. They go to McCully, Hongunji, and as well as the Plaza at Waikiki and Plaza at Punch Bowl. So it's really great to see them interacting with the community and finding these partnerships. And actually, the students of this book that wrote the book with me, they wanted to donate all the proceeds, and they decided to give it all to Project Dana. So we just gave a check to Project Dana for over $3,000 from all the book sales.
Really?
And it was really nice to see them kind of come full circle. Yeah, it was really great.
Yeah, I believe at the time was Allison Ishii Blankenship and Kirk Ueju that was leading that program. So if you guys listening out there, thank them, because I've tried to introduce this to other schools, and nobody has had yet has gotten that forethought to do that. But yeah, it's a great, impressive program there, and they still continue to do this.
Yeah, the next step is really how can we take this book and share it with children, but also start conversations. How can we create curriculum around this? How can we increase the awareness about issues on aging, and also build empathy with younger children, and really form those intergenerational relationships earlier on?
Yeah, that's one of the things more and more is need is intergenerational programs, because the children, baby boomers bear all the stress and the frontline defense for caregiving. But, we need to make sure that their kids understand and the grandkids understand, because at some point they're going to be in that position. And you just use the word empathy. They need to have empathy, compassion, and understanding that, their tutu or grandparent needs to have somebody to support them. And they really need to have somebody that has compassion to treat them well. Because, elder abuse we had in the last couple of shows is a huge growing problem. And we need to be able to get that. So congratulations to you and this book. And if you get a chance, they must be able to get an ebook on this online.
Yeah, we're actually going to release probably a free ebook just to help families and resources out there, organizations, schools share this message, because it's really important, and we think we want to just rather share with people and have them enjoy the story and enjoy the recipe in the back of the book for the banana bread, which is really the core of the story, how to make banana bread with your grandparent, with people out there.
Yeah, that's great. Well, I love banana bread, but it's called It's Just Aging. You can probably go to Amazon or just Google it and you'll find it. Check Iolani School or go to the Plaza Assisted Living facility. And what's great about it, what you guys were very smart when you got started. You have different locations. The other one, we got a few more minutes before we take a break. But what's the Honolulu Walks project?
Sure. So we're really excited about the Honolulu Walks project. We just started earlier this year. We're really fortunate to get a grant from America Walks and the Everybody Walk campaign. It's going to be a student-led project. We've been working with the Roosevelt High School Center for Tomorrow's Leaders, as well as a student from Iolani School. And we're actually creating this project using cameras. So the students are working with the older adults, exploring areas of our city that may be maybe less walkable or less age-friendly for our seniors and our youth, and seeing what really stands out to them. What is scary about their walking courses? What are scary about our streets? What could be improved? And using pictures and their discussions to create solutions. And we're actually presenting it to city council members as well as state planners, city planners, and hopefully building some change based on the recommendations of our oldest and youngest generations.
And so this Honolulu Walks project, is that done with your clients at the Plaza Assisted Living?
Yep, with the Plaza residents as well as some other organizations. We're working with Moilei, the Community Center. We're working with the different aging senior living organizations like Arcadia and 15 Craigside. We also have some students coming from Washington Middle School, Hawaii Baptist Academy, Punahou School, as well as the local area, so McKinley High School and Roosevelt High School.
Wow, we love to get that thing in our magazine. So anyway, we'll continue that and continue about your photography hobby as well. We're over here with Colby Takeda from Plaza Assisted Living. We're going to take a short break, and we'll be right back.
We will be right back with Percy Ihara from Generations Radio. If you have any questions or want to be part of our discussion, give us a call at 296-5467. That's 296-5467. This is Generations Radio on AM 690 The Answer.
Moon Physical Therapy is here to help you back to recovery. Moon Physical Therapy is located on Ward Avenue across from Sports Authority. Physician prescribed for motor vehicle accidents, workman's comp, or that body pain that comes from rushing to play without warming up. Also event cardiopulmonary rehabilitation with our one-on-one patient care. Moon's Aquatherapy heated endless pool allows for low-impact exercise with less pain on land. We will give you the right exercises to get you back to health. Ask your doctor to prescribe Moon Physical Therapy. Moon Physical Therapy. We achieve results.
Aloha, this is Martha Clopin.
And Al Harrington. Choosing the right Medicare plan not only saves you money, it also helps you avoid headaches and heartaches down the road.
We want to remind everyone
to listen to a Medicare Moment with Martha, Sundays from 9:30 a.m. to 10 a.m. as we help answer important questions on Medicare so you can stay healthy, wealthy, and wise all year long.
Call me at 543-2073, 543-2073.
I was an addict from the age of 13. I finally decided it was time for a change. I walked into the Salvation Army Adult Rehabilitation Center, and that got me ready for the real world. Now, I choose to be guided by Jesus Christ, and today, I'm building a powerful and promising future, free from drugs and alcohol.
Please shop at the Salvation Army family stores. With our discounted sales, your support through your purchase helps men live a clean, sober, and productive life.
Got Vegas on your mind? Get Vacations Hawaii on the line. Vacations Hawaii offers weekly 4- and 5-night Honolulu to Vegas packages, which include 3 meals daily from $6.99. Stay at Hawaii's favorite casinos: California, Fremont, Main Street Station, and Orleans Hotel. Vacations Hawaii will get you there in comfort on deluxe wide-body 767 planes with complimentary in-flight hot meal service. Vacations Hawaii's frequent flyer program gives you future travel discounts and credits. So if you're ready to win big, call Vacations Hawaii at 591-4777 or visit PointVacationsHawaii.com.
Today, more than ever, we local people are living longer than any other state in the Union, with more seniors, baby boomers, and caregivers. Generations Radio promotes the importance to be proactive as we all age. The radio team will focus on issues facing our seniors and their families, finding resources to navigate healthy aging along with financial, legal, and caregiving information. So join Percy Ihara from 5 until 6 each Saturday, right here on AM 690 The Answer. Focusing on the issues facing our seniors and their families today. Here's our Generations Radio host, Percy Ihara.
Okay, welcome back to Generations Radio. I'm Percy. I'm back here every Saturday from 5 to 6, Sunday from 3 to 4. And as you guys know, this is June already. Our April-May issue is running out, so if you get a chance, go grab it now because the June issue is coming out very shortly. We are running out because of the famous person on the cover, Senator Dan Akaka, and his story about kidney disease, but thanks to the senator for graciously being on our cover. I'll tell you, I spent some time with him, and what a gracious man, but just so knowledgeable at his age to be really still going out there and going to lunches and meeting with people to really promote kidney disease. And it's really important that we all be proactive in this disease because it's a huge growing disease. But thanks to him. Some of our newest partners in the magazine, American Savings Bank, so thanks to them. They're just in the bank, just in the magazine. Of course, Kalakaua Gardens. Some of the other is Edward Jones, the financial advisor. What I like about Edward Jones is that they have somebody in every community. But talk to James or Akimo over there at Edward Jones. You can Google them. East Oahu Realty. Valley of the Temples just came in. So if you're looking at places for yourself, because we're all someday going to be leaving this earth, Valley of the Temples is a great facility. And actually, I'm not sure if I'm public to say this, but they're going to be building a new facility out there. I hope they don't get mad at me for saying that. But yes, in the next year, they're going to be building one. Thanks to ARP, and I met Joanne Jenkins, the national president of ARP. What a great lady, and her great story of still actively working and contributing to the community. I did want to thank our UH intern who just recently graduated, Shana Fujimoto, who did several articles for us in the magazine. She still does part-time work for us. She helps uploading our radio shows to YouTube channel, a couple other things for us. So thank you, Shana. And so Hawaii's so small. When I saw her, he goes, "Oh, my dad plays softball with you." I said, "Your dad?" "Oh, yeah, Danny." He said, "That's your dad? What a great guy, Danny." So thanks to Danny and he raised a great daughter, Shayna. They want to mention that if you want to, if you want to stay healthy, one of the things I experienced recently was Thai massage. They're not in a magazine, so I'm not giving a plug to them, but I'll tell you, I work out, I swim, I play golf. I'm not very good though. I play softball. My body does ache. So we have several King Bio products in there, but I just recently got introduced to Thai massage, and wonderful. They have 2 locations called Thai Isan, right on King Street and Kemoku. And they have I went yesterday, and they have a kupuna special. Every Wednesday, $55 for a whole hour. Now that's a deal. Anything at less than $1 a minute, it's a great deal. So check out Thai Isan on Kemoku and King Street, or you can Google them. Every Wednesday all day, they have a senior special, kupuna special, $55 an hour, which is a great price. To mention Generations Magazine because they like the magazine. Anyway, we're here with Colby Takeda from Plaza Assisted Living. Colby, before I forget, because I'm going to forget, what's your phone number? What's the best way to reach you, or should I go to the website?
They can definitely go to our website, www.theprazaassistedliving.com. They can also reach us by phone at 377-5292.
Okay. And you're at the Plaza Waikiki, so it must be great. Now, you live in town?
I do.
Oh, good. It's so easy. But yeah, the Plaza, I pass by there a couple of times a week, and I just look up there like, wow, that's a nice venue. I love to walk in Waikiki, that's why.
Yeah.
And I belong to the Elks down at the end there, and that's some place down the road I want to probably live because it's a lot of action. It's great weather. I can go in the ocean. But yeah, the Plaza Assisted Living. So we wanted to talk, we were talking about the Honolulu Walks project, but you had mentioned you're going to bring that project out later on, and you're going to, hopefully we can show it somewhere so they can see that. But what other project? Any other projects you're working on?
You know, right now, one of the biggest challenges in the industry is developing our workforce, right? A low amount of professionals, students out of college looking into careers in aging, and we're really trying to see how we can work better with the colleges and the schools to improve how they understand what the careers in aging are and how to get them more interested. And so we're really trying to look into internships, volunteer opportunities, even a curriculum where they can maybe stay overnight at the Plaza and experience what life is, just to improve the relationship and the understanding of what senior living is all about.
You can stay overnight?
We might try something like that. We'll let you know. Are you interested?
Oh, I would love to. If I don't have to cook and have to drive, I'll say, Colby, take me to Ala Shopping Center, because, you know, the parking down at the shopping center it's got really bad. I mean, but they have the nice structure, but it's so far away from to the shopping center, you got to walk a long way. Since you mentioned job force, I did want to, before I forget, because I always going to forget things, on July 15th, Saturday, from I believe 9 to 1 o'clock, there's going to be a job fair specifically for our industry. So this year, I'm the president of a local organization called Hawaii Pacific Gerontological Society, HPGS. So if you want to go to our website, hpgs.org, or just Google it, Hawaii Pacific Gerontological Society. July 15th, we are going to have our first job fair. So everybody there, all the exhibitors, all the people looking for workers are in this field. I'm sure the plaza is going to be there. But so if you're looking at, want to be interested in our adult marketplace, there'll be several companies there looking for workers. And, you know, between you and me, I think working with seniors, there's no better job.
Yep.
They're compassionate, they're honest, they're sincere, and you know what? They're very thankful when you help them out. And that's one of the things I fell in love with this industry 14 years ago when I got in it, doing my reverse mortgage. And I'll tell you, it's very rewarding. And as long as you're compassionate and care for people, it's a wonderful field to be in. So July 15th, and by the way, it's going to be at Catholic Charities Hawaii. Their office on the top of Kemoku and Nehoa. So there's a big hall there, and so we'll have probably 30 companies there looking for workers. So you'll see it in KITV, you'll see it in the newspaper very shortly. But mark that date, and you can, if you want to give me a call in the magazine or email me, but I can get that information out to you. So the HPGS Job Fair, July 15th at Catholic Charities, right on Kemoku and Nehoa, there in Makiki. So anyway, so for Colby, for the people listening, I know people listening and they want to get a feel what life's like at the plaza. Can you walk us through the day or the food and some of the things that you folks do? Because I know you do a lot of programs besides the photography one. Don't forget the photography program that you guys have there.
Yeah, definitely. So the photography program is really an introduction to digital photography for our residents. We would ask them, have you ever used a digital camera before? Have you ever seen this before? And a lot of them were really scared of it. They didn't want to touch it, didn't know how to work it, and they're really frightened. So we put a camera in their hands, we walked them through the steps, and they actually were able to take pictures and have really gotten passionate about it. So some of our residents even bought their own camera after this project started, and we actually showcased the photos in our communities across the island.
Yeah, well, like for myself, I'm not very good with the camera. I kind of shy away from the camera, and I had a crew cut up until about the 9th grade, so you don't see a whole lot of pictures of me before the 9th grade between you and me. And so I've never liked cameras. My wife likes to take pictures all day long, but not myself. But there must be seniors that never use a camera like myself. I'm not very good at camera at all. I mean, I can tell you I've limited how many pictures I've taken with a regular camera, but how do you get them to use something they'd never probably used in their life?
Yeah, the Plaza, I think, really does a good job introducing people to unfamiliar things. And we really believe in teaching them, even at this age in their life. We really want to encourage them to explore new things, try out new skills that they haven't done before. All of our plazas have a dynamic activity program with everything from cooking classes to woodwork and arts and crafts and Tai Chi and Zumba, things that you and I have never done before. And actually, you've done Zumba. That's right. Yeah, forgot about that. But that's the first time I did Zumba at the Plaza.
Oh yeah, it's
and
fun.
I was probably sweating more than the residents were, but it's a lot of fun. And really, this is a time to explore. You don't have to worry about your house anymore. You don't have to worry about taking care of a yard. You have more free time to spend with your family and friends, and really try things out. Visit around different places on the island and explore and really find yourself.
So did you say you still have the photo exhibit at the Plaza there, Waikiki?
Yeah, so we have regular photo exhibitions up at the Plaza, and all the plazas actually. We're going to start doing that. Yeah,
really?
All the plazas will
I think
have
it's a great
photo
deal. I
exhibitions.
think, because of digital cameras today, you don't have to waste any money. You take a bad photo, just delete it. I mean that to me, I think, that wasn't good for the photo industry, because a lot of camera industry, they got better cameras today, but it's really hard because the film processing, there's no more film processing anymore, because you got Sam's Club and Costco that can film process your pictures today, right?
Exactly.
I mean, but I think it's great. I'm looking forward to seeing more of those, because, yeah, I think if his grandma comes in with a smartphone and takes a picture of the grandkids, I think it's a huge plus for their life. So what is this about social media? Are you guys teaching them social media too?
Yeah, so we really wanted to jumpstart a social media platform. So if you don't like us already on Facebook, visit our Facebook page. It's www.facebook.com/Plaza Assisted Living. We really are trying to get our residents involved, and a lot of them are on social media already. They're on Facebook, they're on Twitter, and we're showing them how to use it through classes.
Yeah, more and more seniors are. I mean, the numbers are still small, but it's growing very fast.
And it's a lot of fun for them. They're interested in seeing their friends and their grandkids and their kids all across the country. And so this is really a good way for them to keep an eye on them and really see what's going on in their life. And so we got them involved. They're helping with a lot of our posts on Facebook and social media, and we're having a lot of fun with it.
Here's the idea. I was at an agent conference in D.C. last year, and I saw a thing about they're doing FaceTime with different countries.
Right.
Have you done that yet?
We are. A lot of our plazas, we actually have, technology is huge. And I think back in the day, it was all about everyone has Wi-Fi. We have Wi-Fi, and they were really proud of it. But, this is the day of going beyond Wi-Fi. Now we have these large screens with cameras that we can actually roll them into people's apartments, and they can actually Skype with their family and friends. But we're also doing it with people across the world. The Plaza at Pearl City regularly Skypes with a senior living organization in Australia.
Really?
A lot of fun there.
Wow.
Yeah. And the conversation, they're singing with each other, they're sharing culture, showing what kind of food they like to eat. It's really a nice intergeneration, but also culture exchange program.
Are you doing anything with kids out there? Because I saw a program where they're talking to Japanese children, and it was cool. The Japanese here, because they speak Japanese here, a lot of the older clients, and they're talking and trying to actually teach the Japanese kids in Japan how to speak English.
Oh, that would be great.
That might be a great thing.
We actually have a lot of visitors from Japan that actually visit the plaza.
Really?
And they spend time with their residents, and they have lunch with them. They teach them different dances and origami, and really have, that's when the residents really come out. Some residents that we never see in activities, they come out, they want to meet the children, give them their lei, and learn about where they're from and what kind of culture they bring to the islands.
Really? Wow, that's cool. What are some interesting stories that you found? Because I know I've talked to several people. I try to encourage people the quality of life from this day forward to the day they pass on is so important. And a lot of them are recluse. A lot of them stay in their homes. They don't go out very much. And I just see so much potential for having a better quality of life, social contact, learning new things like at the plaza. But how do you, let's say I come to you, Colby, and say, listen, my mom's really hasn't been out much. Or my dad doesn't, since my mom died, my dad doesn't want to do much and he's kind of depressed. How do you get him just to step foot in the facility? Like, no, I'm not going to go into other place. I want to stay in my house. I want to walk in my yard every day. How do you get them out of that?
We hear that all the time, Percy. A lot of families come to us, and mostly they have the concern, right? They have some interest in moving mom or dad to the plaza, but dad or mom might not want to. We've had people that have rebelled and stayed in the first floor lobby and wouldn't even come upstairs. But, you know, once we get them there, once they see the other residents thriving, they're reading the paper with their friends, they're playing mahjong on the terrace, and they see the culture that we provide, that excitement, Zumba class going on in the activity room, and then people enjoying their food and not feeling like it's a maybe a more higher level of care with nursing home, you know, having that social environment of people being treated with respect and being able to thrive in their home and like environment. They really like it. I mean, people that have tried the food, the residents move in, they say this is the best food I've had in many, many years. A lot of the residents, some of which came from, you know, one of which came from Kauai. She wouldn't even help us out with your assessment. She would sit there. She wouldn't talk to us.
Really?
Now she's one of our most active residents. She leads the ukulele club. She helps tour people sometimes when they come and they don't speak Japanese. She can help translate for them. So we've really seen people turn around, and that's one of the residents.
Really? But isn't it amazing once they get around other people, and a lot of people are going to be their age. Do you find people see people after so many years and not see them again, and then they show up at the plaza?
A lot of good connections have been created, but also, you know, old connections reconvene together at the plaza. Two of our residents right now actually played baseball together back in the days at St. Louis, and they reconnected at the plaza. And they actually said, "Oh, I was looking for you for a long time," and they said, "Here you are." And so they were able to reconnect, and it's been great to see the conversations. And actually, they go to exercise together every day, so it's really nice to see.
Two men, I guess.
Two men, correct.
They exercise?
They exercise together, yeah.
But don't you see, and that's one thing dynamic I see when I go to facilities or when I go to senior clubs, that the men are so boring. They don't do things. And so I'm glad to hear that they're exercising, because I play golf with a bunch of guys, and some of them are very healthy, but they don't exercise. But I'm trying to get, you guys should really exercise. But don't you think that's so important? Now, do you guys have exercise classes?
Oh, we have a wide variety of exercise classes, and it's really about finding out what their interests are. You know, some residents won't do the Zumba, but they'll do the Tai Chi. You know, others won't do the Tai Chi, but they'll do the Qigong, right? So it's really about asking them what their interests are, and we really try to mold our activity program to meet their special interests. And actually, at the Plaza Waikiki, we actually have 30% of our population is men. And so a higher population than I've seen in the past. And it's really great to have that diverse mix of cultures, but also genders to contribute to the community.
So can I ask what the average age is, or is there an average age?
Yeah, the Plaza Waikiki right now, it's about 84. So we have some that are over 100 years old. One of our residents came in. She's one of our favorites. She's 101 years old, traveled around the world. So she has tons of stories for us, shares them with us. She even actually gave me a business idea that I wanted to explore as well. She told me I'm going to invent these underwear that have buckles on the sides so they can strap them on without having to pull them through your legs.
That's right. Yeah.
And so she had some good ideas for me. So she's a lot of fun. And if you come into the plaza and you see someone in all pink, you know it's her.
Oh, really?
She loves pink. That's her favorite color.
Local lady?
Exactly. Yeah, she's lived here 40 plus years, wow. and so for her 101st birthday, all the staff wore pink. It was a lot of fun.
Really? Wow. So give us an idea. What other programs you folks have there? Because I know you have a lot more, but what are some of the other programs? Because I'm trying to get people out there, but a lot of times, I don't want to do yoga. I don't want to do Tai Chi. I don't want to do this. What else could he interest, especially the men? Because I think what we're finding today too is that the women who are the caregivers pass away before the person they're caring for. A lot of times it's the women. So the men are out there, and they stay at home. They putt around in the yard, or they go golfing. And that's it. What are some of the things that you encourage men? Because I'm always trying to encourage men to get out more.
Right. The men, They love the excursions. We like to travel around the island a lot. I know that our residents just came back from the Kuku shrimp truck last
really?
week. They went
That's
all
good
out
shrimp.
there, and they love sharing their stories. They don't want to be treated like they need help. They want to be able to feel independent and really share their stories. So a lot of the students that come in, a lot of our staff really learn a lot from our residents. They share stories about Coco's, which we know is right next to the plaza. They share stories about growing up in Manoa.
Coco's not there anymore, by the way.
Right,
You guys
right.
know that, right? But for guys back in the day that don't remember it, I used to go there after nightclubbing days back in the 80s. I'll tell you, that was a great place. It was classic place there.
We talked about that last time I was here, and I did some research. Okay, so I found their menu. I found their menu from back in the days, and then one of their specialties was grilled baby beef liver. And guess how much it cost?
$290.
$155.
$155.
So I had to look at these things up because I knew you would test me on these things. And the Love Boat. That's another one I looked up.
So you should really do do you guys do any games like that? They should do that.
Games from the past. They love that. And sharing their stories and really, that's how a lot of connections are started. They realize, oh, you're from Kahului too. I'm from Kahului. And all of a sudden, talking about the manju shops on Maui, creates friendships and really builds this community in our community.
Well, the last big one that closed, one of the biggest ones closed down last year, right? The one in Maui, the manju shop, by the way. So how do people approach you? Do they call you? Do they email you? What's the process, and what will be the next step? What can they look forward to? Would you meet them in person? You give them a free lunch tour? How do you go about that?
Certainly, we can do all of that. We really think that face-to-face contact is the best. Our representatives really do a good job understanding the resident, their own story, what are some of the interests and needs of the family. We do lunch tours. We do home visits. We really want to understand the family and their interests and needs. And we recognize that not everyone's going to like the plaza. And so if it's not appropriate for the resident family, we'd be happy to refer them. But really you have to figure out what's the best solution for the family's interests and needs, whether it be dementia, whether it be their diet or their physical needs, and really talk them through the steps of what we can provide and how we can help solve those pains and those problems in their life.
Yeah, I did want to, before I finish up, I did want to talk about your Alzheimer's dementia unit. Now, what exactly is that? Is that one floor, 2 floors? How many beds are there, and what do you folks service?
Right. So we actually are really excited about this. Last year, we launched our Halia program.
Right.
It's based on the Best Friends approach to care. It's internationally renowned. David Troxel, who has an MPH and has done extensive research and work in the field, has been working with us to help redesign how we care for our residents, how we train our staff to be able to care for the different needs and of dementia and the Alzheimer's disease. We actually have developed new programming. We've created a new policy on how we handle our residents and work with them throughout their lives here at the plaza. We really get their life story. It's all about understanding where they've come from, what really makes them happy, what makes them sad, what makes them mad, and use those to our advantage to help support their needs and interests at the plaza.
Yeah, it's really key to have your employees that work in that specialized unit there to understand the disease and how to. It really takes specialized training, doesn't it?
Yeah, a lot of our staff, before they can work on the plaza Halia floors, they have to start on our assisted living floor. And we have an extensive training program for the Halia before they can get to the Halia floor and working with our residents with dementia and Alzheimer's.
And how many beds do you folks have over there?
Every plaza is different. They average about 33 or 35.
That many beds?
Correct, yeah.
Wow.
Big need in Hawaii. It's going to be not only now, but in the future. So we are able to accommodate a lot of residents, but also as we go down and build the Kaneohe location next year, we'll be able to provide more beds for them.
I'm glad you brought it up because I was just thinking about that myself. I heard about the Kaneohe location, and I don't know where have you broken ground yet, or you have a target date, or
the plan is for the end of this year. So we're excited to
open,
break ground. Right.
Okay.
So our 6th location, the Plaza at Kaneohe, great location to be able to incorporate some new ideas that we've been incorporating to our facilities and really create another nice location in the Kaneohe side of the island.
Oh, Windward side really needs it. I mean, they have great facilities there now, like Pohainani, and what is there another big one over there? I don't think there is. There's a small Ann Pearl, but are you able to tell what their location is at?
I don't exactly know, but I visited it. It's in this corner where they apparently have buses right now being parked in an open
behind
lot.
the mall.
Behind the mall. Right.
I got it. I remember that place.
You know where
that's
it is?
A great location. That's a really good location. It was just off the highway. That's why, and in between the highway and Cam Highway. But anyway, so do they get free lunch?
Oh, yeah. If they want to visit the plaza, they can certainly have a free lunch. They can try it out because that's really the best way to experience life at the plaza. We would encourage them to be proactive versus reactive. Experiencing not just the plaza, but go visit other communities too. Meet their staff, meet the residents, see what the activities are like, really get a sense of what community culture is being built there and how they can maybe fit in.
Yeah. What are some of the common questions, though, that they have? Can I ask? What are some of the common questions?
Of course, what's for lunch? That's a big one. What happens day to day. They want to understand what daily life is like at the plaza. Can I continue to get my medications? Who can provide that care? What could happen down the line? If I need more care, is there a floor for dementia and Alzheimer's? And how can that care provide the extra needs that they might need for the residents' families?
Wow. And, I was just thinking, how big is location, though, as well? Is that a big issue for people?
It is. Both, where that resident's from is really important, but also where the family is from. So, we have a lot of residents who want to stay near their church. They want to stay near their friends. And so really, if you're from Mililani, it's rare that you would see someone drive all the way out to Waikiki and live there all of a sudden because they want to be in town. They are comfortable in Mililani. They know the environment. They have their friends nearby. And they still go to see their friends for coffee at McDonald's. And they enjoy the time together in the community that they grew up in.
They can just go down to the plaza. There's a free coffee bar.
Exactly.
You don't have to go to McDonald's, Anyway, Colby, thank you so much. Colby Takeda from the Plaza Assisted Living. You can go Google them or just go to plazaassistingliving.com, right?
Exactly.
Colby, your phone number down there, they can reach you at, and do you have any questions?
Sure. Our phone number is 377-5292. That will give you options to connect to any of our plazas. And you can, of course, find us on the web at theprazaassistedliving.com.
Yeah. Any parting words, Colby, or experiences or comments about this industry, anything at all?
I really love working in this industry. It's great to be surrounded by good people with great hearts, people like you, and I really want to thank you for all of your leadership in the industry, your work with HPGS as well as Generations Magazine. We're really excited to work with you in this fall and
Yes.
support the aging industry and support the workforce and do whatever we can to really support aging for all people in Hawaii, not just our residents.
Yeah, Trish Medeiros, your leader over there, does a great job, and you guys have always supported General Magazine. You've always supported the industry as a whole, so I got to thank the Plaza Assisted Living. But, guys, if I were you, I would just check it out. Hey, worst case, you get a free lunch, and that's not a bad deal. That's a great deal. But I've been to many facilities. You got touch and feel it. The location is very, very important. But, like I said, quality of life is so much more important than anything else at this stage in life where you're retired already. So check them out. Anyway, thank you very much. As you guys know, we're here 5 to 6 on Saturdays and 3 to 4 on Sundays. So anyway, Colby Takeda from Plaza Assisted Living, thank you so much. You're a young man there. You need to have a 30 for 30 pretty soon. But I'll see you around town. We'll look for you next year, but later this year on this new project. But anyway, thank you, everybody. Thanks for tuning in. Don't forget to like us on our Facebook page. Go to our website, generations808.com, or give us a call or email me. Thank you very much. Aloha and live well.